Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on LinkedIn. Good morning, Curtis.
Good morning, Thomas. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. Some holidays this week, so it's awesome. Visit my mom.
Cool. So I got your questions about micro goals this morning, and
Yep.
it's interesting because I had an idea this week, and the micro
Okay.
goal question is related to it. And so
Oh,
I didn't
interesting.
actually use your description that you gave me.
Yep.
I said that the title of today's episode is An Unexpected Proposal. And you don't have to say yes. Okay. Just for the record, like you're not required to say, don't feel obligated to say yes.
All right.
But I had a cool idea. I'll share it with you a little bit later in the show, but not too long. We should probably, we haven't done it in a long time, dude.
What's that?
We got out of our habit of doing positive focus.
Yep, we did. Well, you don't have a lot of people on your show as much during the week, do you?
What's that?
You don't have a lot of people during the week anymore. It's just yourself, so it's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, I've just been going solo while my schedule's been a little all over the place. I think I'm going to start doing more interviews again soon. But you know what? Yep. Positive focus is still a good thing to do even when you're solo, right? So let's do some positive focus. Right. And for those of you tuning in, by the way, if you're not familiar with the idea of positive focus, I learned this from Dan Sullivan up in Strategic Coach. And the idea is real simple, is begin each meeting with each person stating something that they're happiest or most excited about in the world right now. That's it.
Yep.
That's all you got to do. Why? Helps put everybody in a good mood. It's very difficult to hold on to stress, anxiety, anger, fear while you're intently focused on something great.
Yeah.
Right. So I didn't pre-plan my positive focus, but here's what I will say, Curtis. I don't know if I told you this. So I applied for I applied for a part-time job. And I applied for a part-time job at a local college as their cross-country running coach.
Yeah.
And I went in for an interview the other day. I went in for an interview and it went really, really good. It's possible I won't get it. Maybe there's some younger, faster runner that has more, athletic coaching experience than I do. Certainly a possibility. But very promising. So I'm hoping I'm going to be coaching a college cross country team this fall. So I'm pretty jacked about that. I'm very excited about that as a possibility. I must say, I've been planning like my different training routines and how I'm going to deal with different problems and just really thinking it through. So
you've been running since you're like high school student, weren't you?
34 years, dude. I'm 34 years of running. My legs are still working for the moment, so I'm happy about that.
Okay. For the moment.
That's right. How about you, Curtis? What are you stoked about?
Well, I'm on holidays. That's awesome. So get away from my normal routines around the house. Actually slept in a little bit more than usual. Unfortunately, I did not turn all my alarms off, so I was up at 5 o'clock here. I was like, oh crap, I missed one. I woke up, turned it off, went back to bed, so it's not like a big deal.
All right.
And then it's good. I think we're going to visit my other cousin out here, and we're probably going to hit the beach because they're close to one of the beaches that are out here. And we'll go into the Atlantic Ocean, which is super cold, but I can handle it.
So, nice. So what part are you? You're in Canada?
Yeah, in Newfoundland, East Coast. Yeah, Newfoundland.
Oh, you're in Newfoundland. Okay, cool. Yeah. I haven't been there, but how far is it from where you live to there?
Well, flying wise, it took us about 2.5 hours. It was a direct flight, so it's pretty fast. I think if you drive, it takes 3 to 4 days. So
So you took a flight,
and you got to cross on the ocean, across the ferry, so it takes time too, right? So
nice. So I really enjoy those types of trips where you have to use different modes of transportation to get there.
Yeah,
we have to stack it up.
No train this time. So that's all right.
Nice.
Excellent.
So a couple things. I have a few things I think I can help you out with today and help everybody out with today have kind of come together. The first thing is a copywriting exercise, actually.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
why is I went and I revisited your website, Hardworking Dad Club, www.hardworkingdadclub. And I noticed something. So this is some constructive criticism. Are you prepared?
Yeah, go ahead. I just gotta plug my
Okay.
computer.
So there are several. So one of the things that you've been trying to improve is you've been trying to grow your list. You've been trying to get more people to join your list, improve your opt-in rate, all these things. You've been doing your podcast in order to drive traffic and create content, but it hasn't been growing as fast as you want, right?
No.
But what are you doing?
Oh, the power's low on the computer, so I'm trying to plug it in, and the cord's all tangled up. Sorry, give me a second.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to temporarily.
There we go. Okay. We got it. I got it.
All right. I was wondering why you were lagging a little bit there.
Yeah. All right.
Are we back in business?
We're good.
Ready to rock? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So you've been trying to build your following and your list and your audience of parents who want to start side hustles.
Yes.
Okay. And it's been going real slow for a while.
Yeah.
And so I just happened to go visit your website, and I noticed something that I hadn't noticed. And basically there's a bunch of stuff that's, you know what, dude, think about it like this.
Yeah.
When you're installing a windshield, like you have to get every detail right. If you don't install it right, it's going to be a mess. Right? Oh, Curtis, you're like completely frozen up, man. Like your voice is kind of choppy and your video feed is frozen. Yeah. So, Curtis, is there a way that you can, like, I don't know, reset your internet connection and come back or something like that?
Yeah. 1 sec. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay now?
It might be okay. I mean, you've been pretty frozen throughout the episode so far, and it's not improving. It's getting worse.
Okay. Give me a sec. I'll switch over to my phone.
Okay. Great. So yeah, why don't you hop off, and then I'll buy some time while I'm waiting for you. So welcome everybody. My name's Telman Knutson. You're here for episode 194 of the Get Shit Done Show, and we are experiencing some minor technical difficulties here this morning as we get our co-host Curtis Leung back up and running. He's traveling for vacation, visiting some family, and we're having some connectivity issues that I think are going to be resolved here shortly. So Jules, I want to say welcome. Rita, welcome. Pat, Kathy, welcome. Welcome, Iger, D, JJ, Special Sauce, welcome, Jip Worm, Amy, Perfectly and Per, Diana, Charlene, James, Sam, the Bear Den, welcome. Okay, Curtis, I see you're there on your phone. I'm going to patch you through.
All right.
Boom. All right, it's on. Okay. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right. Hopefully that'll work better.
Yeah.
Cool. So when you're doing something like installing a window or installing a windshield or painting a house or doing a series of tasks that involve like manual labor of some sort, but you have to do things in the right order, in the right way, and with a certain level of attention to detail, or it's a mess.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Like I'm very sure that you're aware of the difference between a pro job and a sloppy job of whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And so there are several different areas right now with what you're doing, with your list building, with your audience building, with your podcast that essentially are a sloppy job. and
Okay.
it's causing it to be rickety. Okay, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It doesn't have a solid foundation, and I've told you these things, but I need you to take them seriously and change them, fix them.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
The first thing that I noticed, okay, is I went to a hardworking dad club. So there are a couple things. One, and we've talked about this before, is you need your URL to work with or without www,
Okay.
no matter what. Now maybe
Yep.
yours is fixed now, but it was broken in the past. So that's one thing you got to just work with it until it's fixed.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Second thing is on a copywriting angle, right? Or actually, it's just more of like an audience targeting thing. Is are you focused on parents or are you focused on dads?
Parents. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the right URL.
Okay. Yeah.
You need a domain name for parents.
Yep.
Right.
We'll do. Yeah. I've been working on it. Just not a ton of time to get it finished.
Yeah. Look, I got it, but I'm listing these out for you so that you can get them fixed as soon as possible. It's not like, don't take it personally. I'm just saying, if you clean this up, you're going to make more money. You're going to be more successful. It's going to be better for everybody, right? So get a domain about, support for parents or something like that. And we can brainstorm more on it. It's cool, right? The third thing is your website, the squeeze page looks pretty good.
Yep.
Visually, it looks pretty good. Okay. However, Hardworking Dad Club, the domain, has nothing to do with side hustles at all. And the first thing I see, it's not the first thing I notice, but the first thing I see is #1 best guide on side hustles.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm kind of confused. Then the headline says, "Discover the ultimate blueprint."
Yep.
For what? It's not a headline.
Open, yeah.
It's like a headline. Like, nobody wants a blueprint. People want the benefit that the blueprint's going to give them. They want to, right? Or the special report's going to give them, or the video's going to give them, or the whatever it is that they're opting in for. They want the benefit. They don't want the thing, right? And so you're wasting your entire headline on a promise of nothing. Like, there's no benefit to discovering the ultimate blueprint. None. Right? Write a good headline to get people to opt in for the right thing, right? And then this last piece is, I didn't notice this before. Maybe I didn't see it before. Maybe I didn't take the time to read it, but it says, "Say goodbye to the confusion and frustration of finding the right side hustle. Use this blueprint."
Oh, using this blueprint.
Yeah. So it's a really bad grammar, right?
Okay.
And again, it's like, that's more where you want the call to action, right?
Okay.
So I want you to find like 3 squeeze pages that really kick butt in the parenting niche, and give me the links, show me the links, right? And use one of them as a model.
Okay.
Really, really, like, you build your own thing, but use one of them as a model to create something that's really coherent and clear, because this is really incoherent and really unclear, and you can make it so much better, right?
Okay.
The other thing is, your name isn't anywhere, I don't think, on this page, but your picture is. And you have poweredbysystem.io, which is a distraction.
That's a free version. I'll have to upgrade it to a paid version and get rid of that.
Right. So if people are opting in for a blueprint, they should probably get an awesome picture of the blueprint. Right. And you can say, "By Curtis Leung," cool, or whatever. I haven't. Down below the fold, interestingly enough, is, "Hey, busy parent, what if your side hustle could change everything?" That's moving in the right direction, but like, most of these parents don't have side hustles yet, right?
No.
So maybe you're going to help them find the right side hustle to change everything. But I like this way better. The bottom part is way better. Okay. There are bullets. There's old and new. There's a button. But the stuff up top, that's the stuff that you see that's above the fold when you get there, is extremely confusing and unclear.
Okay, I can definitely edit that out.
Right. So my recommendation, to be
Yeah.
clear, is I think you should be giving away a free community. If you want to do a
Community.
blueprint or a video or whatever, that's great. Whether it's
Yeah.
a Facebook group or whether it's a school group or whatever. But my recommendation is that you're giving away like a support group for parents,
Mm-hmm.
and that you do a free weekly meeting.
Yeah.
On Zoom, and like help parents like bring in like someone to interview and do a Q&A. You know what I
Okay.
mean? On helping parents succeed and find side hustles or something like this. But I would really focus it on a support group for parents who, you know, for busy, overworked parents who are trying to make more money and trying to get by but need some help. We're here to help, right? And then you're the leader of the support group for parents. That's what I would recommend. If you do a blueprint, if you do, you know, video, if you do a webinar, all these other things, that's great, but it's all just a different delivery vehicle for the same value, right?
Yeah.
So and having your podcast be in full alignment with your domain name and have your domain name be in full alignment with what they're opting in for is critical. And right now it's like things are out of alignment.
Okay, so just make sure they're all the same through all of the different channels.
From the moment they hear about you the first time until they're on their list, and then when they become a customer, you really need to be focused on the same primary benefits and solving the same primary problems.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that lack of clarity and consistency in your message.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does create the confusion.
It's related to today's episode.
Okay.
And here's how. So this is I'm just laying it on with some constructive criticism to get the day started, but don't worry, it'll be worth it. It's okay. So I liked that you sent over some questions about micro goals. That was cool.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a crap about micro goals. That's the part that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just something random to talk about.
Yeah.
So instead, focus on something that means something. Okay, so if you wanted to ask my advice, so not that we need to go into this, but like you're a dad, you're trying to get a profitable side hustle cooking.
Yep.
You have a partner, you have a kid, and your kid is growing. So is there like a particular challenge or frustration that you're facing right now as an entrepreneur and parent that you're having a hard time dealing with?
Yeah, just getting the time to do the work I need to get done in like an effective way.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when you start something and then something else comes up, I jump over this other thing and then I forget where I started from. And then I talk to you about something. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that this week or whatever.
Yeah. So like distracted, disorganized, and out of time.
Yeah.
As a parent, as an entrepreneur, as a spouse, how do you find time and stay organized to get all the things done? Right. That right there is a great question. And if you specifically are like, I'm trying to go on vacation, it's very frustrating. I'm trying to have free time, but I'm also trying to finish all my business obligations. How do you find balance? Right.
Yeah.
People are going to resonate with that because every single one of us deals with it. Right. But just so talk about something relevant to you that actually means something that probably is also relevant to them that actually means something, right? Rather than just coming up with something to talk about.
Okay.
But here's the other piece. In your question, you're focused on micro goals.
Yep.
Okay. Micro goals. Nobody wants micro goals. That's kind of like me. That's kind of like, let's just have a talk about root canals and how root canals can positively improve your life. Because nobody wants a root canal unless your tooth is hurting.
Yeah.
And so if someone has a hurt tooth, you could say, are your teeth hurting? Call the speedy dentist, and we'll get you seen in 24 hours or less, and relieve the pain. We don't even need to mention root canals. Microgoals are root canals. Okay? It's the way to get where you want to go, but nobody really wants the micro goal, right? And so that's the same thing as the issue with blueprint on your landing page. Nobody wants the blueprint. Focus on the features and benefits, and more importantly and more clearly, solving the one big problem that they have that you can help solve for them right now. If you can clearly state the problem that you're going to help them solve with the blueprint, or the problem that you're going to help them solve with the live stream, or the problem that you're going to help them solve with the podcast, all of a sudden everybody's way more interested.
Yep.
Right? So focus on the problem that you're solving and the benefits that they're going to get as a result of opting into your thing or listening to your episode or watching our video together or whatever, rather than how you're going to solve it for them. Okay. You'll get a lot more in everything that you do with your podcast episodes or with our episodes or with your emails. This is true in every piece of content or media, marketing, whatever that you're putting out there. It's always true. Right.
Okay. Yep.
So if you put more focus on the problem that you're solving and how awesome their life is going to be after the problem is solved, people are going to be way more interested in what you have to say.
Okay.
Right. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
More of a solution-based ideas, right? Or if a problem, more like listen, or I can attract the right people too. It's like, oh, I have this problem. Oh, I need a solution for this. And they're like, oh, hey, Curtis can do this. Well, check him out. Join his group or whatever, right?
Exactly.
Rather than like you said earlier, I was like, yeah, what's that? Like a root canal. Who cares about root canal unless you're in pain, right?
Right. I'd rather not have a root canal. Thank you very much. Right.
Yeah.
And like, I'm the son of a dentist. I'm not even that freaked out about it. But like, anyway, you get the point. So good morning, Liz. Liz Fuller says hello. Happy Sunday, guys. Good to see you. So Curtis, this is a actually, Liz, this is an offer for you too. But I'm giving you a different offer. So Curtis, I had this idea over the week.
What was that?
Because I want you to make way faster progress.
Yes.
Like not a little bit faster, but like I want you to stop dragging your feet on this.
Okay.
Like personally, what do you want?
Well, I definitely go faster too, but I just need the right system and direction, perhaps. I know you've been giving it to me the last few weeks, but I think sometimes during the week I get lost on what I need to get done.
Yeah. So check it out.
Okay.
I don't think what you need is micro goals.
Nope.
Okay. I think you need a major goal.
Okay.
And what's a micro goal? It's all the steps that you have to take to get to the major goal. Whatever. you know.
Yeah.
But like, I think you need like a big thing to accomplish in a compressed amount of time with a specific deadline in mind. Okay, so think about it like an adventure race. You got 12 weeks to train, right, to get to your goal. That's basically what we're talking about. And so I have this idea. You and I meet every week very consistently.
Yep.
And we meet for the Get Shit Done show very consistently. And we have been for many months. And you've also been a paying hypnosis client of mine.
Yep.
And you have said several times you got a lot out of it. And
so
what I'm doing right now is I'm opening a new local hypnotherapy clinic.
Yep.
And I'm offering to my previous clients the ability to work with me at the rates that I'm opening my local clinic for, which is radically different than what I've offered online over the many years I've been doing this stuff online. And I also know that you from experience that you take action and that you happen to respond really well to hypnosis.
Yep.
And so what I'm doing is I'm doing these 12-week, 90-day, 3-month focused pushes with clients.
Okay.
And we meet there, and if people want to continue on after that, that's great, but you're not obligated to. But I'm really looking for clients who don't just want to stop biting their nails, but actually, or don't just want to sleep a little bit better, though I can help those types of clients. I'm
Yep.
looking for clients who want to make a significant long-term change in their life. And so I'm doing these 12-week intensives with people where we meet once a week for 12 weeks and we do a private one-on-one hypnosis session. And it's turned into more of, there's a whole process that I've developed, and it's turned into, we usually do a hypnosis session on every call, but there's a lot of coaching. And there's a lot of bringing it back to the focus. What are you focused on accomplishing in the next 12 weeks? Restate it, refocus on it, bring it back to center. What are you going to get accomplished in the next week? And then you come back and you share what you got accomplished in the next week to move things forward toward your goal. Both, what did you do in the short term, and what are you doing on a daily basis to basically practice, to train your skills to become better as X, Y, or Z, right?
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to offer you, because of your commitment to the Get Shit Done show, is I want to offer you a free 12-week series.
Okay.
But the way it works is we do it on the live stream.
Okay. Similar to this, like a secret.
Seeing firsthand what it's like to work with me one-on-one.
Okay.
And you get it for free because you're live streaming it.
Awesome.
Right. But that might mean I would ask maybe even some more like
deeper questions,
probing or confrontative questions than I normally would in a right. Like we really want to make progress. So like we might dig a little deep. I won't do anything like, you still have rights not to share anything publicly that you don't want to get into. But
like,
I just might get into more like emotional stuff. Like you might end up crying. You know what I'm saying? Like this type of thing. Or we might talk about stuff that really that hits hard, So my unexpected proposal to you is, Curtis, do you want to do a 12-week hypnosis series?
Sure.
The way that I'm hypnotherapy series, the way I'm working with my coaching clients right now, one-on-one, so that you can get the benefit of really making some major changes and progress in the next 12 weeks. And everyone watching can get the benefit of seeing what it's like.
Okay, the progress I do or whatever happens. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Is it opposite of the Sundays we do, or a part of the Sunday?
I think we might want to do it in like just switch out the nature of the show on Sunday. Is that we actually do hypnosis rather than just talk about stuff.
Okay. So switch it up a bit. All right. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty beneficial.
Are you into it?
Yeah, I'm interested. I would definitely want to do it because I think it's if I can do it, other people can do it too type of idea. Because sometimes people see someone's progress like, hey, that guy can do it. Let me try, or let me do it as well, right? So then it helps you and helps me, right?
That's right.
I'm looking at it. It helps both of us.
So I don't know if we're gonna have time to do any hypnosis today, but we can like.
I won't be able to. I got other things to do today, so.
What I'm saying is, what time do you need to be done right now?
I got like another half an hour.
Great, yeah. So we probably won't do any hypnosis today, but we can talk about some stuff. We can open the can of worms.
Sure.
Cool. So, guys, if you're just tuning in, Curtis has just agreed to live stream without a net. We're gonna do so Curtis has been my co-host for the Get Shit Done show for many months, especially on Sundays, and we're gonna do a 12-week hypnotherapy series like I work with my private clients, except Curtis is going to be the private client, and we're going to show you just what can happen in 12 weeks of working together one-on-one, and you're going to get to see the whole thing firsthand. And this episode right now is our pre-talk.
Right.
This is the beginning of it all. So this should be really cool. This should be really cool.
Yep.
Okay, Curtis. So check this out.
All right.
This is where it's related to the micro goals question. Okay.
Okay.
So I'd like you to imagine, and I've asked you this question before, but let's reimagine it. I'd like you to imagine that you and I were sitting down a year from today, and we're doing another live stream. Not that hard to imagine. Maybe we're sitting down and meeting in person. We haven't done that before, right?
Yeah.
Actually, before I go on, Liz, Liz says, "Wow, what an offer!" So, guys, if you want to book a private session with me right now, you can go to workwithtellman.com. That's WORKWITHTELLMAN.com, and you can actually book a private one-on-one Zoom hypnosis session with me from there right now. But so, Curtis, we're sitting down. We're live streaming a year from today. We're maybe having a coffee at a coffee shop somewhere. Who knows? I would like to know what would have had to change for you personally and professionally in the next year for you to be satisfied with your progress.
Well, the easiest one would say money, obviously, because money does initially change how you think about things. That'd be the first one. But on a personal level, I would have to say that the time freedom factor of being able to do whatever I want when I want, like to go vacations more often, like just be able to go somewhere, pay for it. That's always a unique thing to do. As for work, I like my job, so I probably wouldn't change that right away. Probably still be doing that part-time. I probably would have helped let's say 100 parents figure out the same thing I'm trying to figure out right now, so they can also change their lives, so that they know that, hey, by following Curtis's system, I can actually do this. And then they would promote what I'm doing to other people they know. So I would have like a reoccurring clientele coming through with my programs, so they can actually change their lives just like their friends did. Because sometimes people see someone do something and they know that, oh, hey, if that person did it, I can do it. And if they suck at it, then maybe I can do it. Do you know what I mean? That's where I like to see. So I'm helping people that will help their friends and family do the same thing through what I do, because the program I'm running will be very successful.
Okay, so I have a few questions about this, right? And I want some more details. So one thing is, I said, what would have had to have changed personally and professionally for you to be satisfied with your progress? And the first thing you said was money, but you gave absolutely nothing specific about what would have had to have changed about money. You didn't say whether you want more money or less money. There was nothing. You like blew by it as quickly as you could. You just you were like, oh, this is uncertain territory. I'm out. Let me talk about something else. So I want to talk about each of the things that you just brought up. First is money. We're having this conversation a year from now.
Okay.
You're telling me what changed in your life over the last year. What about money has changed specifically? Give me numbers. Be really clear.
So it's basic Tellman. So last year I was only making $5,000 a month. Now I'm up to 20 grand, based on the fact that I'm helping people have more time freedom. Is what I'd be more.
Okay. So does that mean you're still working?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're making 15 grand a month in your business.
Yep.
Plus $5,000 a month in your job.
Yep.
Hopefully you got a raise in the meantime.
I'm sure within a year, absolutely something. I'm just for conversational people. You know what?
Okay, so you've effectively quadrupled your income and really got your business cooking. That's great. Now, speaking of your business, is this business about helping people find side hustles and make a little money on the side, or is this business about helping parents with the problems that they're having?
It would be a combo because first would be the mindset of the problems, and from that solution, they can find the side hustles to make the money that they need to do. Because sometimes mindset is usually the first step of changing your life, I find. Because you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't know how to handle it, then it's just...
Hear me out.
Yep.
Is this about helping people find side hustles, or is it about helping parents become better parents?
Parents becoming better parents.
Okay, that's the focus of the domain name. That's the focus of the podcast. That's the focus of the opt-in page. Okay? Side hustles are one of the ways that you're going to help parents.
Yeah.
But don't turn this into an affiliate marketing like regurgitation. Like,
okay.
Nobody wants another freaking affiliate marketer trying to sell them side hustle garbage.
Yeah.
They want someone they can trust and believe. So focus on helping parents with the problems that they're having. And if you find a sweet side hustle model that helps you and helps them, and they're asking for it, hallelujah. But don't lead with that. If the focus is helping parents, and in what you've stated in the past is that it's time management.
Yeah.
Helping busy parents find time to improve their lives and increase their income, so time management for busy parents, right? So okay. And in order to get your business from where it is to the point where you're making 15 grand a month, part-time, I might add, because you're working full-time.
Yep.
What are some of the major milestones, like the major things that you need to build or create in order to get your business up to that level?
First would probably obviously the audience watching my podcast. We definitely have to be closer over 1,000, I would imagine, or better. I would definitely have a engagement list of probably 1,000 people who are engaging on the list, even though the list is small of 1,000. They always look at emails. They click through. They do always open it. So that sort of metrics would I'd have to measure to make sure that would be good as well. Because if you don't have an engagement list, then it's going to spam, right? Which sucks.
So at least I can't say that this is universally true, Curtis, but like if you want to make 15 grand profit a month in your business, 1,000 people isn't going to get you anywhere close to that.
Mm-hmm.
In most cases, unless it's a very special list, like not even on the edge, right? You're thinking way too small. You have a big goal over here, but like your step on or you get there, it's not going to get you. I mean, maybe, that's a first, like getting your first 1,000 subscribers is like, it's like a drop in the bucket. If you want to make, you know what I'm saying? Like you need several 100,000 subscribers and active, certainly tens of thousands of actively engaged people on your email list right these days. If you want to make 15 grand a month, it's not like it was 20 years ago or whatever, 10 years ago when you first learned about email marketing. Like the numbers don't work. It's not as easy anymore, right?
Right. Yeah, they changed a lot of the stuff.
But building a big ass following on your podcast and building a appropriately sized, actively engaged email list are extremely important initiatives, no matter what, regardless of what your number target is. I think you need to think bigger if you want to make those kind of financial numbers, in my experience.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Like if you had 1,000 people, but all those 1,000 people had purchased a $10,000 seminar from you, well, then it's a different game, right? Like that's different than having a free podcast, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So one of the things that you want to do is ramp up your podcast following and grow your email list. Good.
Yep.
What else? What are the other major initiatives that you need to have in place in order to get your business up to 15 grand a month?
Making the time daily to do the work that needs to be done to get those people engaged and following and doing
No. Making the time daily to do what needs to be done. You absolutely said nothing. I want to know what you actually need to create or do in order to make 15 grand a month. Making the time to do the things is not, that means nothing.
All right. So what I'll be doing is through the podcast interviews and stuff, I'll be talking to people and finding the problems that people are having and then try to create solutions for them and then have a course or some other sort of product that will help other parents with similar issues. So that instead of me putting all my time into the work, I'll have a system that will help me with people passively to do what I can do live on screen.
I would boil that down to you need a reasonably high converting offer in the parent niche with appropriate upsells. Like you need a front end offer, you need a sales letter, you need upsells, and you probably need some sort of a monthly continuity program, right? Like, but you need an offer that converts, right? Otherwise, whether it's, and it would be better if it's your offer, but obviously it's possible to make more than 15 grand as an affiliate, but it's hard, so you either need a high converting or as an affiliate, you need a series of offers, right? But I would start by finding a series of high converting affiliate offers for parents that are appropriate and so on. So now when you say, the issue with the podcast, dude, is that podcast growth tends to be, in my experience, again,
slow.
If you're studying this with someone else and they say different, I'm not the ultimate podcast expert. Let's be really clear on that. I've done a bunch of podcasting. I've obviously broadcasted a lot and created a lot of content and pushed it out there, but I'm like podcasting specifically, it's not my number one. So my experience with podcasting is that it's a very slow growth tool to build an audience. Okay. You do it every day, or you do it 5 days a week, or you do it 3 days a week, or you do it 1 day a week. But it's so how are people going? Where's the traffic going to come from for people to join your email list? Where's the traffic going to come from for people to see your either affiliate offer or your offer?
Probably through socials, the short videos and stuff, generally.
Organic or paid?
Organic.
Okay.
Which is also a slow process.
Yeah, it's slow unless you happen to hit something big, either unless you happen to trip across a fast growth social media process that beats the algorithm for a period of time until it gets outmoded, right? And outsmarted. Or unless you happen to come on with a way of doing videos that is or social posts that is incredibly viral and takes off, which you don't currently have yet, right?
Nope.
I'm not saying you can't find it, but
I found something pretty cool though.
What's that?
I found one. The AI gorilla thing is pretty cool. Have you seen those?
Cool. No.
Yeah, they're pretty funny actually.
So look, here's my point, dude. Is you need a massive ongoing source of traffic. You need an offer that's going to be converting, preferably one you built and are in control of. You need sales, right? Like podcast, you need to keep growing it and get better at podcasting, learn more about podcasting and learn more about getting out there more, right? A year from now, how often are you going to be doing a podcast episode?
Probably 2, maybe 3. I don't know, like offhand. Probably I would have to do more. If I'm doing interviews, I would have more people coming on, so I'd have to do more podcasts.
So a year from now, how many podcasts are you doing? How often?
3 per week with interviews.
Okay, great. 3 interviews per week. So if you want that to happen in a year, then you have to start doing that today, right?
Yep.
Or right, sooner rather than later. Okay, so to get your business to where it's making 15 grand a month profit, you need a really kick-ass, solid, consistent traffic source. Okay. Yep. And that's going to come from either you hustling or you spending money on it while you're hustling. So it's either you getting really good at some aspect of social broadcasting and or you getting really good at running ads. Right? Yep. So that's the traffic component. You don't have that, you're not going to get there.
Right.
Right. Number 2 is you need an offer.
Right. We can work on that.
Okay. And there are dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of courses on how to get traffic. There are hundreds, dozens, thousands of courses on how to create an offer and build a funnel, right? How to write a sales letter.
Yep.
And then there are hundreds of courses or thousands of courses on how to crush it with podcasting. These are all things that you can learn more about, take courses in, and do the work on. And so that's a pretty good start. My question for you, Curtis, is you've got 12 weeks. So what, with all this work ahead of you in the next year, what is the most motivating, the most important, the most critical first step for you to get implemented and put together in the next 12 weeks to get you there in the next 12 months, right? This is 1/4 of your time. This is 1/4 of your year. The next 12 weeks is 1/4 of the year. So what is the biggest piece that you need to essentially get your act together on and start getting really good at in order to take things up to the next level?
Probably my cough.
From what we've talked about, or maybe it sparks a different thought on something that's even more important that we haven't talked about. I don't know. Like, where are you at on that?
Well, earlier, I think, like, say the congruency of the name and everything needs to be there, and then how I'm going to help the parents. And then from there, I can build the other stuff, I think, from that point. So if I know the problems parents are having, then I know what kind of offer to give to them. And then from that offer, I'll know that, hey, are you having this problem? And then people say yes, and they can come on as interviews. So kind of like one thing can lead to the next thing, I'm thinking. So if I get the name, like you said earlier, the same, find the right problem. And if that problem doesn't work, I can always switch out the problem to a different problem that parents may have. So the problem can always change, but the solution to it will also change. Because some people may not have a time problem; they might have this.
All right, hold on, Curtis. Hold on. I want to get this into the to-do. Like, we're talking about project management here.
Okay.
Right? So what you're saying is right, but that's not what I'm asking.
Oh,
what do you need to get? So yes, you need to get a congruent domain name, but like that should happen in the next 72 hours, not 12 weeks, right? Like we're talking about the next 12 weeks. What's the major project, the major milestone, the major thing that you need to create and or change in yourself in order to get this thing off the ground?
For myself, I think I got to think a little bigger, because I think a bit smaller at the moment still. So that definitely will have to change. So I'm thinking only, like you said earlier, 1,000, and you said 15. It's like, oh, okay, that's bigger than I was expecting to think. So that's where I got to change my thinking. Is that if I got to think at a different scale of what I want to get done to make that money, I got to think bigger.
I agree with you. I'm trying to pin down with you a goal for what you're going to accomplish and achieve that's absolutely trackable and check offable in the next 12 weeks. I'll give you a more clear example, Curtis. If you say, I want to start doing a podcast episode every day, 7 days a week with a weekly webinar, and by the end of the 12 weeks, launch my first offer, now we're talking. Okay. Those are very specific. They're things that you can put deadlines on. They're projects that you can accomplish. They're things that you can work toward, and skills that you have to hone and refine if you're going to pull that off in the next 12 weeks. So another example is I'm going to focus on podcasting. I'm going to become excellent at podcasting. I'm going to interview a minimum of 3 people a week for the next 12 weeks while enrolled in blah, blah, blah's home study course about how to crush it with podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking about something. So that would be the traffic component. Or you might be like, Tellman, I think you're right about an offer. I want to start doing webinars.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing a weekly webinar, and I'm going to create a $1,000 coaching offer for parents, or a $500 coaching offer for parents, or whatever you're going to create. Yeah. And I'm going to start doing a weekly webinar, and I'm going to launch my coaching offer for parents in the next 12 weeks. and build my email list every week by doing webinars while doing it. Or you could be like, I want to build a low ticket offer with upsells.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to build a $7 offer, you know, that's perfect for parents. Try my first one with, you know, create a continuity program and a couple, you know, a couple upsells, and I want to crack the code on running Facebook ads, to running paid traffic to an offer that I create. That's something that you could do in 12 weeks.
Yep.
It'd be a push, but it's possible. Right. So I'm asking you, not, yes, you need to think bigger. That's true.
Yep.
But what are you going to accomplish in the next 12 weeks? Think about it really tangibly, dude. Like if you're training for, like, all right, I'm going to do a half marathon in 12 weeks.
Yep. So what kind of training I got to do to get there?
What kind of training do you need to do in order to do that off without getting your ass kicked?
Right.
Right? Like completely.
Right.
Or at least to
Well, I'll have to ask you that question because I don't know about that running skills. Right. But for me, I would say to get the traffic source definitely would be to do interviews 3 times a week with people, with other parents who have problems, and try to talk to other problems. So then I can figure out what other issues parents may have, because maybe they don't have a time freedom issue. Maybe they have some other problems that I've never thought of. So by getting parents who have problems or issues, they can actually talk about it. So I would have to be more engaged in Facebook groups than I currently am. So that means every day I'd have to engage in different parent groups to find the people that are interested coming onto the podcast.
Absolutely. 100%.
So that's one. Yeah. So once I do that, then once you have the interviews, I would be able to find out why they're having the problems and maybe figure out solutions for them. So then I can index that so that, say, parent A has a problem with time, then I know that, hey, this would work for them. Or if a parent has a problem with their kids, you know, just being like some other, I don't know, some kid issue. Let's say they're not eating properly or they're not doing this. Maybe there's something to help them with what I know, or maybe I can find somebody that knows what to do. By, like, you know how sometimes you talk to one parent? Yep.
I want to help speed this process up for you. So number one is, yes, do the interviews.
Yeah.
But don't put the interviews in front of helping people. And here's what I mean. It could be as simple as this, Curtis. Okay. You register the domain name. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to come up with something that's not real, so nobody takes it. The ultimate support group for parents. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, that's not what you should do, but let's say it was the ultimate support group for parents.com. Okay. You could redirect the domain to a free Facebook group. Okay. And you redirect the domain to a free Facebook group, and the free Facebook group is called the same thing. Okay.
Yep.
And it's the same name as your podcast. And you invite people into your free Facebook group.
Okay.
And every single person that comes into your Facebook group, and this obviously is true with a school group or any other kind of group, but every single person that comes into your Facebook group, and you've done this before, Curtis.
Yeah.
You develop a relationship with them. You private message them. You ask them if they're a parent. How many kids do they have? What are they struggling with the most right now? And then in Messenger, and you help them. When they join the group, you introduce yourself as the founder of the group. You tell them what the group's all about, and you offer to help them.
Okay.
Find out okay. And the interviews, you should absolutely do too. What I'm saying is, don't make the interviews stand in the way of you helping the people that are joining your group. That's like talking to the people that join your group is really how you're going to know what problems you have to solve.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. And that's exactly the same as starting a local parenting support group with meetup.com in your home area, like we were talking about before. That would get you there even faster, because when people come to a local group, they can't ignore you when you say hi to them and introduce yourself. Right? Online, it's very easy to ignore somebody by not responding to their message if you don't know them, and then you've got an excuse. But in person, when you shake their hand and you say, welcome to the group, My name's Curtis. I founded the group. How many kids do you have? Like,
yeah, they pretty much have to answer. Or they have a tendency to be more likely to answer.
That's what they're there for, and they're not going to be as shy about it. And so, I really would encourage you to move forward and start that local meetup group, dude, because it's going to get you in there with the people. Okay. And so, what the heck? I'm getting this TikTok thing. Drag the puzzle piece into place to prove that you're still live streaming. Okay, great. Thank you.
You probably have done the engagement, so they want to know you're still there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you turn it off.
So, so the basic idea here, I want to be really clear, though, Curtis, on what you're training for in the next 12 weeks. It's still too vague. What's going to be different about your life and business 12 weeks from now? What are you going to build in the next 12 weeks exactly?
Well, I'm going to build a Facebook group that helps parents with their problems by talking to them and doing other activities with them, so they can help be helpful to them, or be able to find other people within the group that can help that person. Because sometimes you may not be able to do something, but there could be someone you've talked to in that group say, "Oh, I do this." It's like, "Oh, maybe you should talk to this other person. They can help each other." So that kind of like a meeting of each other. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're using the Facebook group to build this, okay, and you want to build a $15,000 a month business profit in the next year, then how much time are you going to spend being social in Facebook groups per week in order to make that how much is it worth to you?
Yeah.
This is time scheduled in every day, every few days, whatever it is on your calendar. This is just like working out. This is the workout time. Going in and do the Facebook stuff is the same as going to the gym.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I do an hour a week at the gym, so let's say probably at least an hour. Yeah. No, hour a day. Sorry.
Okay, great. I was like, you're not going to get in very good shape only going to the gym for an hour a week, bro.
1 hour a day. Anywhere from like 5 to 7 days a week, because other things come up, right? Sometimes you don't have that 1 hour available,
dude.
So you just do
your minimum is your maximum. Never do that stretch. Always just name what you're going to commit to. Don't give yourself wiggle room. Name it.
Okay, so 1 hour per day, Monday through Friday.
How many days a week? Great, 5 days a week. That's solid. Yeah. If you have time on the weekend and you want to be an overachiever, do it. Nothing wrong with that, right? But like, just commit to the number that you're going to do, and then do it no matter what, right?
Yeah. So 1 hour, 5 times a week. Great.
And obviously, this translates over into other types of social. If you find a pocket, right? If you find that TikTok ends up getting you a lot more people, then use TikTok, obviously, or whatever. But like for now, if you're building a parenting support group on Facebook, do it.
Yeah.
And spend a whole bunch of time in other groups helping people and asking questions and driving them to your Facebook group where appropriate.
Yeah.
It's really smart. So, however, starting a new Facebook group is so that part you can do like literally today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or change the name of your existing one, though it might make sense to start a new one. I don't know. You have to decide on that on your own.
Yeah.
But and then spending 1 hour a day, 5 days a week doing social activity is great. And that's going to move things forward. But ultimately, it's not going to make you any money because that's just one piece to the puzzle. So you had said that you're going to start doing interviews. And is that part of this? Like, how many interviews?
Yes.
Basically, here's the thing. I'm trying to actually get you a clear, concrete plan so you're making some freaking money in 12 weeks. And you're only giving me one piece to the puzzle.
Right.
You're not completing the puzzle. So, like, why aren't you launching an offer in 12 weeks? Why aren't you launching a coaching program? Why aren't you starting to do something more outside of your comfort zone that you haven't done so that you can really start making some money?
Yep. I don't know.
What's holding you back?
Just knowing what to do. I know I know what you're talking about, the offers, webinars, but like, I don't know what process to follow to get there. Like, I can just put a webinar and say, hey, it's just like talking about something and then having some offer at the end. But I don't know what to offer other than what I've currently done was with the blueprint. It's just a PDF. So I need to figure out how to get other digital products that I can use to help parents. So that's probably another step I need to do as well. Is what products can I find or create to help parents with their either the time and money issues they might be having, right?
You're getting in your own way. You know what to do.
Yep.
Let me explain.
Okay.
It's like you can right now, you already know that you can sell parenting coaching. And we've already talked about it.
Yeah.
$100 a week. Private session. Like we already, a few weeks ago, we walked through this. We outlined the whole thing, right? Like that's an offer. You don't need a digital product done and complete in order to offer something for sale. You can offer an hour of your time right now, right? I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah.
In terms of what's the process that I follow, you're allowing that question to prevent you from setting your goal.
Okay.
You and I both know that there are 100,000 people out there who are customers who've purchased stuff about how to do webinars, have read it and gone through it and watched it and then done webinars.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. There are more webinars to sign up for than you and I can shake a stick at. Like there's so many. You already know that there's not one, but there's dozens of paths to learn how to do a webinar and launch a $1,000 coaching program. There's dozens of paths to get you there. And you're right. Maybe you haven't gone through that home study course. Like if I was like, write a long copy video sales letter by hand, you'd probably be like, I would be like, well, I would go to one of my old John Benson trainings on how to write a video sales letter or, whatever. And so I'm not saying you need to know how to do it. I'm saying you need to decide what you're going to do and then find out how to do it.
Okay.
So we're going out a year. You want to be making 15 grand a month in your business part-time. What do you need to do in order to get yourself there? What's missing? Because right now you've done all these things, or at least a lot of them.
Yeah.
But you haven't stacked them up in the right order.
Okay.
And so it's like a shaky foundation, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So don't let I don't know how prevent you from deciding how you're going to change your life.
Right.
So 12 weeks from now, 12 weeks from now, the foundation is laid and you've made your first few hundred or few $1,000s moving your business toward that $15,000 a month threshold. What is so let me, again, I'm going to come back to a few things you could do, Curtis.
Okay. Sure.
You could launch a membership site.
Yeah.
You could launch a coaching program. You could launch a private consulting offer. You could start running Facebook ads to any of those offers. You could double down. You could say, you know what, I'm going to focus all of my attention on crushing it with TikTok in the next 12 weeks to build up a massive 100,000 person following on TikTok. That's all I'm going to focus on. I'm going to blow up my TikTok following. And I'm going to get the trap part dialed no matter what in the next 12 weeks. I'm not going to worry about anything else. Like that would be something you could be like, I'm going to crush with TikTok. I'm going to spend, I'm going to invest between $500 and $1,000 in the best TikTok course I can find. Right? Like that's something you can do. But I'm asking you to decide what you think is the best choice for you to do in the next 12 weeks. To really move things forward.
Well, I think probably the most uncomfortable thing would be starting a live group. For me, it would be the most uncomfortable. So that probably would be the best thing, is to try to do the local meetup thing. For me, I would probably think it would be the hardest thing for me right now. And that might be the thing I need to do to maybe get myself in a different spot. right?
Cool.
So I've just started a group with the meetup.com and just see what people will show up, and then just have it somewhere. I don't know how they do it, but I'll have to learn how to do it.
You definitely have like resistance to that, and it would definitely help you. It would be great. I highly encourage you to do this. And in my mind, the meetup group is called the same thing as the Facebook group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's a really clear, simple name. So that when people show you up to your meetup group, you tell them to join the Facebook group too, because that's where you hang out and connect when you're not in the local meetup group. Like you use them to cross promote each other, you know? So starting up a meetup group is awesome.
Yeah.
It will be helpful. It's a great step, but it's a step toward a milestone. It's not a milestone. It's not a goal.
No.
Right? You literally could start the meetup group today.
Yep.
And 1 week from today, you could have your first meeting.
Right.
Congratulations. That's great. I'm in full support, but that's not a 12-week project. That's a 1 week project.
Yeah.
Right? Like, starting a meetup group, other than the emotional component and about like the social anxiety and that kind of stuff, like other than all that stuff, it's cake, dude. It's easy. Okay. Compared to the other stuff that you know how to do, starting a local meetup is easy. You just follow the instructions. All right. So do you want to well, you know, I mean, if you started a meetup group, started a Facebook group, and got a more congruent domain name and hooked them all together in this way, like that would be a major shift in the next 12 weeks. So if the focus was get your marketing congruent and get a local online and offline group started for parents that's really focused on finding the problems parents are facing right now and helping them solve them, that would be killer, I think. And if you spent an hour a day in addition to your meetup group, if you spend an hour a day in your Facebook group and in other people's Facebook groups, really focused all your attention on helping parents for an hour a day, that would change the game for you. That would be and that would be a habit that you would establish that would then propel you into the rest of the year, right? Because your marketing would be more clear. You'd be meeting with your meetup group once a week. You'd have your Facebook group that's cooking and building, you know, generating leads. And of course, we're going to hook all this into email and whatever. But like, I'm just saying, like, how do we get it going quick, right? So if you had a weekly, like maybe weekly's too much, but if you had a weekly local meetup group of parents that you were running, and if you had a Facebook, a steadily growing organic Facebook group for parents that was growing, and you're doing interviews regularly, and you're spending time every day in Facebook groups and other social places, helping parents and directing them back to your various resources, 12 weeks from now, that's all set up. It's cooking. Let's say you have 3,000 members in your Facebook group and growing every day. Let's say you have similar new number of leads on your email list. And let's say you have a dozen people that are showing up to your weekly local parenting support group.
Yep.
Okay. What would be the next move after that? What's the next big milestone for the next 12 weeks after that? What are you missing in your business to get your business up to 15 grand a month? What do you need to do next?
So that's all going well. Let me think for a second. I don't know, just thinking how to scale it. I guess I'd have to figure out how to scale it from that one level to the next level.
Well, based on what we're talking about here, you haven't even sold anything yet because there's no offer.
Oh, so I'd have to build out an offer then.
You'd have to launch an offer. That's the next piece, because you're starting to get traffic, you're starting to get leads, and hopefully that would you'd get some sort of offer launched in the during that 12 weeks in addition. But I mean, if you're working full time and being a parent, all these things, like, it's a lot to pack in, right?
Yeah.
So Operation Parent Support Group is really what the first 12 weeks is about, right? And then getting an offer launched to those parents. So it sounds to me like what you really need to do or want to do. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, if I'm off base here. But it sounds like what you're really looking to do is to change your habits around attracting and genuinely serving and taking care of these parents, both online and offline, so you can really lead and be of service to them. Whereas right now you're kind of like doing all these piecemeal things, trying to make money, and all of them, none of them are really working that well, right? But if you start spending an hour a day serving parents online and offline, start a local group, start the digital group, and get your marketing together on that, like, it sounds like that would be a big change in how you're currently operating. Is that true?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay. So is that what you want?
Yes, definitely. That might help more people.
Okay. Rock and roll. So what we're going to do, guys, this is a little breaking the fourth wall a little bit. What we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to be working with Curtis directly for the next 12 weeks, doing coaching and hypnotherapy to help rewire him to be a parent serving machine, right? And really grow his business with relentless focus, with attention toward being the single best parenting coach that there is on the internet. And like, that's your job, to be a really kick-ass parenting coach, Curtis, both on the marketing side and, even more important, on the coaching side.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Cool.
For sure.
All right. So we're going to be focused on helping Curtis upgrade his habits, his skills, his focus, the scope and clarity of his thinking over the next 12 weeks. And I'm going to be holding your feet to the fire, Curtis, on doing your homework each and every week. That, like, this is no screwing around. Like, this is serious shit. So with that said, I know you need to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a homework list for between now and next week. Well, you're going to make a homework list. And after you make it, I'd like you to create and share a Google Doc with me with your homework list for the week, and we'll update it every time we do an episode. All right. So based on what we've talked about here today, Curtis, what do you need to do in the next 7 days in order to get things prepared to really launch into this?
Domain name change.
Yep.
And then make sure that all the other channels I'm using have the same name.
Great.
I'll write it down as I go here. And then what was start a meetup group.
Yep.
Oops, I got that wrong. Okay. Then engage with my own group. And then also, join other parent groups.
Okay.
And then be of value in those groups.
Exactly.
So if I know answer to something, or if I know, hey, this might work for you, do stuff like that, and make posts within those groups, so that people go, hey, Curtis is here. He knows what he's talking about, type stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Scroll there. I else was there? So join other Facebook groups. Then also learn. Well, I need to learn how to do the meetup stuff, like how to run a meetup group.
It's really not that complicated, dude. It's like you schedule it in. People can attend for free. They show up, and you run the meeting. However, you're going to do it. There's no like
format.
No, you can do it with anything on any topic, any person. There's no, yeah, it's just like you're scheduling a meeting with a bunch of people to talk about cheese. Like,
right.
You know, like if I was doing a cheese meetup group, I'd be like, hey, I'm Telman and I love cheese. If you love cheese, then we're going to do an awesome informational cheese session. I have a friend who owns a cheese business up in the caves of northern Vermont who's going to come down and share some of their cheese with us and talk about how they got into the cheese business and tell us the truth about how to make your own cheese from home.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. And then should I start doing the coaching sessions as well? Or should I wait a little bit longer for those to set that up?
Well,
I'm not sure about that yet. Yeah.
It's totally your call, dude. I mean, this is your business. It's your life. Like, what do you think is reasonable for the next 7 days to get knocked out, to get going?
Yeah, I think, I need to figure that out after the first meeting and how that goes for me, because I don't know what to offer people for coaching. But with those meetups and then talking to other people in groups, I might figure something out during the week. So I'll put down.
Right, hold on. Let me just help you out. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You totally know what to offer people, but you're afraid of no one saying yes. So the first thing is,
perhaps
offer something, and it's okay if no one takes it, dude. Totally okay. Even if you feel like an idiot, it's great. Okay? Don't be afraid of people saying no. It's fine. They'll probably say no. Okay? Like it's all right. The whole point is practicing giving offers. And so it's really simple, Curtis. You're a parent, and let's say that your daughter was having serious problems with like bullying at school.
Yeah.
Right. And she was coming home crying every day.
Right.
And for the love of God, you didn't know what to do about it. Okay. So somebody shows up to your parenting group, either online or in person, and is like, my daughter's getting bullied. I don't know what to do, and I just need somebody to talk to about it and help me think it through because I'm separated from my husband and I don't know whatever. I don't, And so you're like, hey, my name's Curtis. I founded the support group for parents, and I'm interested in helping parents become better parents and dealing with the challenges that you have. If you need help and you'd like to book a one-on-one session with me, then I'm offering a private consultation to anybody for free for anybody in this group. If you'd like to schedule one, and then we can talk about working together longer term if you want to.
Right.
And then you could offer them $100 a session and see if anybody says yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's it. And over time, you'll find out what, but like, that's it. You absolutely can offer that and be general about it. And as you learn what parents' problems are, you can become more specific. But just like offering to be a support person for parents and to help with coaching, be a soundboard, help give some advice. You've been a parent for a little while now, and so you may have been down the road a little bit further than they have, right? But just offering like a free consultation and coaching for $100 a session is like a really good place to start.
Okay.
And people will either say yes or no, and then you can ask them why later. Find out how to sell more or make the offer better or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Build on it.
Just start with that. Free consultation.
Okay. All right.
If you're struggling, if you want help, if you need somebody to talk to, free consultation, and then I charge $100 a session. You know, and keep it simple.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so could you read back your homework list to me?
Sure. Change domain name, and then make all my social channels the same as that name. I'll start up a meetup group that's live. I'll make it live here. I'll engage with my own Facebook group and other groups. So I'll be I'll add 2 more Facebook groups to what I'm already in. And then I'll try to be of value in those groups by using that 1 hour time period to engage with them. And then if I'll learn how to use Meetup better to have better meetings. Because initially, the first one won't be great. But if I can learn how to run better meetings, then I can get better at those meetings to get more value for myself and for others that are in that. So the first one, I'll just get it done first, and then I'll learn.
Yeah,
just do that.
And do it. Yeah,
get her done, right? And then offer consultation for free, and then maybe from those sessions I can figure out how I can actually coach other parents. And then and also I need to not worry about the word no. So just keep on asking. Yeah, just being asked.
Part of the deal. It's part of the process. That's how you learn. That's how you learn how to get to yes, is by hearing no a lot. Like that's the deal. Dude, when you do the local meetup group, like make a list of every single person that might come that you can possibly think of, that you have their email or phone number, or that you see on a regular basis in your local area. Like,
so what was that again?
Brainstorm a list of everybody that you can think of that might possibly come to a parenting support group. Okay, make an invite list. Go do it with your wife. Brainstorm everybody you can think of to invite, and invite them all to the first one. Every single one of them. Right?
Okay.
The more people that you know that are there, the better the meeting is going to be.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Dude, that's great. That's a perfect lineup. That's a lot of stuff. And if you get those things cooking, we'll be able to build off that next week. We'll talk about how things went, and we'll do our first, well, not our first, but in the series, we'll do our first official session next Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Good. This is exciting.
All right,
so guys, we're going to let Curtis go because he's been on here longer than he thought, and he's on vacation. However, we're going to do a 12-week hypnotherapy series with Curtis. We're going to help him kick his entrepreneurial business into high gear by doing some major stuff to supercharge his traffic and his commitment to growing his audience of parents for his parenting support group. So, Curtis, come up with a bunch more domain ideas. Keep it simple.
Okay.
We'll brainstorm it together before you buy one. I know you want to get the right one. So just text with me about it. And if you have any questions between now and then, call or text me. You have my number.
Yeah, I do. So I'll clean up this list. I made some spelling mistakes, and I'll send it over a messenger for you, okay? My homework list, so you know what I'm doing.
What would be even better, if you're willing, is a Google Doc, a shared Google Doc. And the reason is because you can update that with each week.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just copy and paste it into a Google Doc.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll leave it like that. Okay.
Perfection.
I'll put week 1 on it. All right. I'll put week 1 on the top. Perfect. Thanks, Delman.
Cool. Yeah, man. Enjoy the rest of your day and your family vacation. I hope it's great.
I will. All right.